racket is this girl listening to now?
Always one more. He leave you longing for black velvet on a little more smile. Black velvet with a slow southern style. A new religion that will bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Thought I was done with it. Thought it was cool. Still got some work to do. The damage that you did still coming through. Didn't leave when I left you. Now I'm with someone else. It's like a living hell. Constantly down myself. 'Cause I still see your ghost. What really hurts the most is I can't stop thinking of all the shit you said. Who's been in your bed? Too hard to forget. That's why I'm scared to love again. You're in my brain. Never be the same. Messing with my head. That's why I'm scared to love again. That's why I'm scared to love again. Still looking for the truth behind the lies. It's fucking with my mind. I blame it all on you. 'Cause every time I see him through your eyes. Now I'm with someone else. It's like a living hell. Constantly down myself. 'Cause I still see your ghost. What really hurts the most is I can't stop thinking of all the shit you said. Who's been in your bed? Too hard to forget. That's why I'm scared to love again. You're in my brain. Never be the same. Messing with my head. That's why I'm scared to love again. That's why I'm scared to love again. That's why I'm scared to love again. The shit you said. Who's been in your bed? Too hard to forget. That's why I'm scared to love again. You're in my brain. Never be the same. Messing with my head. That's why I'm scared to love again.
Won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like our future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves. Get me a broken mirror shatters on the floor. And the reflection is the life we had before. And I don't recognize you anymore. Not anymore. Screaming to the night. Maybe I deserve it. I don't wanna fight. It's no longer worth it. And if we had lost a bit of the magic, holding on in a habit, just to see what'll happen. Yeah. Are we chasing the feeling of almost love? You don't get me high enough. No, A vision of the way the story ends. We're self-destructing just to feel something again. Ooh, forever numb, 'cause neither of us can admit there's nothing left. Are we chasing the feeling of almost love? You don't get me high enough, no, no, get me high enough. Though I try to remember the way it was. You don't get me high enough, no, no, get me high enough. What I want is nothing but a dream. What you want is who I used to be. Though I try to remember the way it was. You don't get me high enough. Are we chasing the feeling of almost love? You don't get me high enough, no, no, get me high enough. Though I try to remember the way it was. You don't get me high enough.
So there won't be nothing tonight.
Keep walking down the line. Don't ever turn away. Keep walking down the line. Don't ever turn away. Keep walking down the line. Keep walking till the break of day. 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 Till the break of day.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, guys. This week could go a little more fast for me, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll get over it. I did help close a really big deal today, so I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that. At my day job, you know. So that was pretty exciting, but otherwise it was like quality meetings and then just not a lot going on for the rest of the day. But I am happy to be here on stream. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a little bit to throw this poll up, but I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a really exciting event happening out in the animal world. A zoo in Tennessee. Keep in mind it's an accredited zoo. If they weren't, I wouldn't pay attention to them. But a zoo in Tennessee has had a giraffe born with no spots. It is the only known giraffe at this time on the planet that has no spots. Side note, I think it's funny that the article specifies on the planet with no spots as if there's giraffes in space with no spots. I mean, there could be, I guess. Who knows? But Now I'm just picturing astronaut giraffes, and I kind of need that in my life. I'm gonna write that down, because if we have time later, I might try an AI art piece with an astronaut giraffe. Astronaut giraffe. Okay. How would an astronaut giraffe work? Like, so like the helmet with like the oxygen would have to be way up there, right? And then it's got this long neck. Would it just have like a really bizarre looking suit? Or would the neck just be like exposed and then like the oxygen tube goes all the way from the head all the way down to the body? I guess, can skin be exposed in outer space? I have no idea. Maybe it can't. It probably can't. Never thought about it before. Anywho, but yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool that there's now a baby giraffe on this planet. The giraffe was born on July 31st, but it became public knowledge as of yesterday that this giraffe was born without spots. And I think that's pretty cool. I do. I like stuff like that. But let's see, otherwise today I really only have working on the Aruba blog that it's already on my website. But I want to make it more focused on conservation. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. So let me go to the screen. So I have what the Apple version of Microsoft Word is up. It's called Pages. But let's see here. So today we are working on Aruba. So here, I was there in 2012. Now I have a few things in the Aruba blog that I might separate out into their own articles. I might keep the old blog on there just because it's kind of, I don't know, just like a good synopsis of the whole trip, but it doesn't like dive into really anything. It's like an overall look of my time in Aruba. But something that I covered on that trip to Aruba was a wedding that happened on the beach. So this got me thinking that we could write, well, I mean, like, y'all can help, yeah. But a wedding, so like, how to keep a wedding environmentally friendly when on the beach. So I figured we could kind of do an article about that, a blog post. Hi, Creative Cats. It's going well. I was just talking about, I don't know if you were in here yet at the time, but did you hear about the baby giraffe that was born without spots? I think it's really cute. And it's the only known giraffe to exist on this planet without spots, according to the news article. You did? She's so perfect. I know. I'm actually going to run a poll here in a minute with the 4 names that the zoo has picked out for that little giraffe. And I'm going to start tallying how many votes each name gets. I'm going to run the poll a few times here during stream. But I have a piece of paper that I'm going to tally how many votes each name gets, and then at the end of the stream I'm going to go on the Facebook page and put a vote on their Facebook post under Imbeccable Images based on what we come up with during stream. I wish I could go visit her. I know, I'm like, Tennessee's a little far, but it would be really cool to go one day. Because it might be the only spotless giraffe in our lifetime, you know? Unless they all of a sudden start appearing for some evolutionary purpose. But I imagine this one is like just a fluke in the markings, like how you can get like an Appaloosa horse without any markings, but it's still an Appaloosa. That's like the only comparison I have. But no, I think she's really cute. In fact, to me, her coloring kind of looks like a deer, and I love deer, so I have no complaints about that. Um, but yeah, so revamping the Aruba blog post to be more conservation focused. I went to a wedding in Aruba, so I could write about how to keep a wedding environmentally friendly when on the beach. We went to a national park, so do a deeper dive into why that land is a national park and what the park does related to efforts to sustain the environment and its animal inhabitants. Let's see here. What else did I do in Aruba? Now I'm like blank. So I went to a wedding. I went to a national park. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all I really did besides drink a lot of alcohol. It's probably the most alcohol I ever drank in my life was in Aruba. Let's see. Let's go look at the blog post that exists right now. You hope that they do an online stream of her? I hope so too. I wonder if they will for like the name reveal. I could see them do that. I'm honestly surprised they haven't already. Like, I didn't hear of any kind of giraffe cam, like when the giraffe was born. I mean, like, the giraffe was born July 31st and we were just finding out about her yesterday. So, like, I'm surprised. I'm just surprised that there wasn't, like, a giraffe cam of her in the nursery, or that, like, there hasn't been any exposure before now, but maybe they wanted to keep it under wraps until she was closer to a month old. Because I know a lot of zoos wait to name animals or do really anything besides care for them, of course, until about a month because just of the risk of them not surviving. Yeah, they don't want to do a recording of her in case she passed. But like, still, like, I'm glad she didn't pass. But like, this, as far as I know, this is not like a very big zoo. You know, like when you think of big zoos in the United States. Like, I don't know, maybe it could have helped them get money for her care or something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I don't work at a zoo. You do though, right? Creative Cats, you do? You work at a zoo? I feel like you said that at some point. Here, let me change this. Womp. We're gonna see if there's any other topics. You do! Yay! Down in Florida? Just cleaning though, like cleaning enclosures and stuff? Yeah, but that's still cool. Like, do you ever get to clean the enclosures while... I know this depends on the animal, but while the animal is in there, or no? Do you only get to clean empty enclosures? Alright, and I just started the poll. So I titled it Help Name the New Giraffe. So that's related to the new giraffe that was born on July 31st in Tennessee without spots. And those are the 4 names that the zoo has picked out. I did not pick those names. Not that I have a problem with any of them. But those are the 4 names that the zoo has it narrowed down to, and they've asked for the public's help in naming the spotless giraffe. But let's see here. So I have the wedding on there and how to make a beach wedding environmentally friendly. This is just a bunch of pictures of people playing before the wedding. Okay, that's the national park. More wedding stuff, more national park stuff. That might have been all I really did besides party at the reception. Oh, and there is my stream elements, so that explains the meanings of the names in that stream elements post there. So Kipiki means unique. I feel like I did put Ferali on there wrong. So it's supposed to say Ferali without the Y. Ferali means unusual or unique. Shakiri means most beautiful, and Jamela means great beauty. Creative Cat, sometimes it depends, but I'm not allowed to interact with them. A red panda used my head as a bridge to get to another branch, and it was so cute and soft, and he squeaked in my ears. Oh my gosh. That's so amazing. I can only imagine like you like standing really still like oh my god, and then like, you know, the red panda crosses and then you just be like, oh my god, that was so awesome. At least that's how I would be. This is all still the national park. I was only there for a weekend, so I wasn't there very long. Let's see. Wedding. It was a fun wedding. I know I'm scrolling really fast, I'm sorry. Okay. So maybe just those two. Maybe there's just those two topics. Okay. Let me go back to pages. Womp. Okay. So we're gonna keep it to those two, and then I'm just gonna put I keep the original post on the site. Hi Toasty, thank you for the lurk. Let's see here. So wedding. I did pull up some sources before, but just at the top of my head, cloth napkins instead of paper napkins that can blow into the ocean water and or get stuck in the sand. And I'm just gonna put a sub note that some crabs, because I doubt it's all, some crabs burrow into the sand. And then obvious littering of ocean. And then use non-disposable. Ooh, there's dash in there. Non-disposable plates, cups, and cutlery. Obvious. Lettering. Oh my god, lettering, standpoint. Less trash. Could put that on the other one too. I'm just kind of making like a rough outline first. Ooh, Shakiri is getting the vote. You know, honestly, I kind of like that one too, but I don't know if it's because it reminds me of Shakira. Which just makes me think that if they do name her Shakiri, that their social media team needs to do like a parody of Hips Don't Lie, but like Spots Don't Lie or something. I'm just a dork. Oh, what else for wedding? Well, let's look at one of my sources, because I did pull a source on wedding stuff. So let's go over there. Weddings are back and we can make them less wasteful. Is it bad that I just skip like all the words? Let's see. Do, 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 do. 400 pounds of trash? How big are these weddings? My wedding certainly did not get to 400 pounds of trash. Holy crap. Who's throwing these weddings? How many people are there? Well. Like, I don't even think I want to put that in my blog just because I'm like, that's gotta be like a scare statistic. Whisper. Are you sending me a DM, Shadow? Now I'm like checking. Don't think so. If I'm supposed to have gotten one, you'll have to let me know. Is that what it is? Yeah. It's to let me know that you DM'd me. And hi, Shadow. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. I'm just looking up some ways. So I'm working on revamping my blogs about Aruba to be more focused on conservation. And so I went to a wedding in Aruba, so I'm trying to come up with points to write about creating an eco-friendly wedding, beach wedding. And then I'll do a post on the national park that I went to there, and what that national park focuses on. Hi, Britt! There is a poll up, Shadow, if you want to partake. There was a baby giraffe that was born in Tennessee without spots. So I thought that was pretty cool, so I figured I would ask chat what we should name the baby giraffe, and then at the end of stream I'll go on the Facebook page under Imbeccable Images and put the vote. Kipiki. Alright, putting that down. I'm going to run a few polls through stream. You're welcome to vote on each poll if you want. But I'm just tallying them on the sheet of paper until the end of stream, and then I'll put the vote on there. But no, this post by grist.org says that each wedding generates about 400 pounds of trash, and I'm like, that seems like a scare statistic, because I don't think each wedding really generates 400 pounds of trash. I would highly doubt that my wedding generated 400 pounds of trash. So it just makes me doubt that. I guess I could click on it and see where it takes me. The average wedding? What the hell is the average wedding? Meanwhile, the national average cost of a wedding is $35,000. No, thank you. Why? Oofta. I mean, I guess I could I'll put this in the document, I guess. Ooh, that's really big, but that's okay. I know you can't see it. Alright, so Kipiki has a vote and Shakiri has a vote so far. We gotta go now, taking a little Shadow to the mall playground. Have fun! Tell little Shadow I say hello. Let's go back to the other article. Let's see. I like this. Of course, my partner and I could have skipped a celebration altogether or eloped in the name of sustainability. But like many couples, we wanted a wedding. Like, okay, girl. My wedding was pretty eco-friendly. I did not have 4 pounds of trash. That's for sure. Are you gonna make me sign up to keep reading? Are you one of those? I'm just gonna keep scrolling and read it in the background, so... Oh. Let's see. Outdoor weddings increased 13%. Okay, well that's a good one. I'm gonna type that down. Outdoor weddings increased 13% between, what did that say? 2009 and 2017. Okay, I need to shrink this down. Holy guacamole. Okay. There's like, oh, okay, I can just click away from it. I'm like, there's no X on it. That was weird. Alright. Your menu creates a significant chunk. Well, we did not eliminate meat at ours. We had chicken and... I don't remember. Pork? It might have been pork. None of my food went to waste. We got to keep it all. So actually I'm going to write that down. Hiring a caterer that lets you keep leftover food. Because I know some caterers don't for some stupid reason. Because it's not like they're going to eat it. I'm not gonna put renting a bridal gown, but I'll put renting suits and bridesmaid dresses, because I don't know if anybody could be convinced to rent a wedding dress. Well, I'm sure there are some people, but a majority of people. Yeah, some venues only work with preferred vendors. Yes, that is true. It's one reason I wanted to get out of the wedding industry, because it's just dumb. Let's see. Okay, well that was it from that article. Let me copy that link and put it in this document so that I can source it correctly for those points that I copied over. Okay. And then I have this article over here from the Chicago Tribune. Oh, that's what that's sourced over from. I guess I can look at this too. Since a newspaper is supposed to be a reliable source of information that you can cite information from. So there's no point in putting the statement here that venues with a lot of natural light and windows cuts down on cost, because we are talking about beach weddings, which are outside. Okay, using locally sourced food, that's a good point. Using locally sourced food to cut down on gas/emissions from transport of ingredients. One of my caterers grows tomatoes in a local parking lot. I have a feeling that's not what that's supposed to say. It probably means like in a local garden or sells tomatoes that they grow locally in a parking lot. I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. Ooh, bouquets, not just food, but using locally sourced florals and greens for bouquets. Okay. I feel like I like read really fast when I'm just looking for information, so that's why I'm not like reading everything out loud. Okay. How do you incorporate hair and makeup into thinking green? Oh. That recycles and reuses hair color and clippings? I don't know how to personally feel about that. Because I don't know if I'd want... Not that I get my hair colored. I used to though. I used to get it dyed, well, bleached and then dyed green. And I don't know how I would feel about hair color that's been on... Well, I guess it hasn't been on somebody's head because that gets washed off. This is probably leftover hair color in that bowl that they mix it in. But still, like, the brush has been on the person's head and then in the bowl. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one. And then clippings, I just have no idea what they mean by clippings. I don't think I'm gonna get into makeup. I just don't know enough about makeup to like to form like an opinion on good makeup brands. Right, and this is the other link that I had open specifically about eco-friendly beach weddings. Oh shoot, I need to copy that link. Reopen, close tab. Okay, got that copied over. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what that ad said, but it was just for me. And the millions of other people on the website. Alright, so hosting a sustainable beach wedding near Charleston, South Carolina. Let's see here. Creating a small guest list will ensure that your wedding is as sustainable as possible. You know what? Some of us don't know or like a lot of people. Some of us only know and like a smaller list of people. Hi, Onefire. Welcome on in. I'm looking for sources and stats on how to have a sustainable beach wedding for a blog post that I am working on an outline for, based on the fact that I went to a beach wedding in Aruba in 2012. But I hope you're doing well, Onefire. Nice to see you. Let's see here. There are countless options for wedding invitations. Print on recycled paper, and they plant a tree for every order that they receive. Yes, I did that for our wedding. Oh, I like these, the botanical paperworks. I'm so putting that in this blog. I've seen these. So they are paper invitations that have seeds like in the paper, and so you can just plant the paper and like flowers will grow. And I think that's really, really, really cute. Okay. Ooh, that's really big. Ooh. Let's not be that big and type. Alright, let's see here. Choose a venue that values being green. We're talking about beach Weddings. Deciding on a venue. A wildlife sanctuary. Something. It's things like this that don't connect dots in my head for me. Like, weddings are weddings, right? There's a lot of people, no matter if you use reusable cups, plates, knives, napkins, if you have these flower seed invitations, no matter how sustainable you try to be, it's still a bunch of people running around disrupting wildlife. So for me to see that there's a wildlife sanctuary in South Carolina that allows weddings, like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, how can you be a sanctuary but allow a bunch of people there that are gonna, like, be trampling and walking everywhere? Because let's face it, a majority, maybe not a majority, but a good portion of humans are not respectful to rules or nature in general. So, yeah, don't know how to feel about that. They take great measures to protect the wildlife and environment, offering sanctuary to white-tailed deer, dolphins, turtles, and over 80 species of birds. Wow! Honestly, that sounds kind of majestic. What I wouldn't give to have, like, a white-tailed deer just, like, in a wedding picture. Anyway, incorporate natural decorations. I kind of covered that. Oh, we could put donate decor. Okay. Donate decor. Afterwards. We already covered food and flowers. And then eco-friendly favors, that's a good call out. Okay. Copy that link. Over here. Okay, so here is what we have so far. I think we have a really good amount of information for the wedding portion. Or the wedding blog, since it's going to be its own blog. Yeah. So let's do some research into the national park one. So I'm going to delete wedding from up here because we covered that. And then we'll go to national park. The font's just permanently changed now. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Close that down. Oh, you know what? I know what other thing I had for up here. But a history of Aruba and its culture. Okay. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so this is the National Park website for Aruba. So I have a feeling we're going to find quite a bit on here. Let's see here. Here's ongoing like research items, I guess. So I'm gonna copy those over to the Word doc. I know I'm not bringing you with me to the copying over, but I'm just copying and pasting. Ongoing tasks. Aruba, Bahama. Kokomo? Hi Goonie, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Welcome on in. Did I? Okay, there are 3. It just only bullet pointed 2 of them for some reason. You're good, exhausted, but good. Would you like to share why you're exhausted? I'm sorry that you're exhausted. It's not fun being exhausted. Right, and then the current state of the natural surroundings is being researched. Research trough. Pretty sure it's supposed to be through. Seriously, if there's somebody out there listening to me right now, I am like the best proofreader on the planet. Don't look at my notes. Don't look at my blog notes to get an idea of that, okay? Because those are notes. But I am a great proofreader, and if you'd like to hire me for your company to proofread shit, I'll do it. Just a work day, a worky day, you know. I'm sorry. I had a big day today. I helped close a really cool deal with an account that's supposed to bring in at minimum $4 million of revenue a year. And then had a meeting to discuss quality items. Had a few of those. And then, yeah, and then it was kind of nothing, but sheesh. I would hire you to oh my god, one fire. No. I would hire you to proofread all of my text messages, but since you get most of my text messages, it's kind of counterproductive. I mean, yeah. If you ever have to send a really important one to somebody, I got you. I got you. That's funny, one fire. Oh my god. Alright, so let's see here. Our current projects are... Okay, so we're gonna list out their current projects. Oh my god. At that point, I would just call them. That's fair, one fire. Woo! Congrats! Thank you, Creative Cats. If I could, I would tell them you deserve a raise. Thank you. I've actually been working on that / a promotion for some time. Supposedly, my boss is presenting an argument to the board of directors tomorrow for my promotion. So we'll see how that goes. I have feelings about that. Anywho. By the way, Goonie, I know you saw it because you reacted to it. But that gnome that I got, the sunflower gnome, that's from your mom. She's so nice. I thought that was really cute. Let's see here. We're not talking about the Spanzalagoan. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Ericok is the national park that I've been to. Oh my god, did you see the bunny? No, they're birds. Oh my god, I was wondering if that's the one she kept telling me about. Yeah. She was so cute, so I texted her, you know, to thank her for it and everything. They also wrote us a very nice card. And she was like, every time I see gnomes, I think about you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it's funny to me how things like that, like, get stuck in our heads. Like, every time I see Stitch, for example, I think of One Fire. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of Stitch or whatever it is. I'm just like, oh, One Fire. Like, that's who I think of. And so, like, for me to have, like, that effect with gnomes on people, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm the gnome person. Gnomes equals Becca, right? Yeah, that's what it's come down to. So let's see here. Park information, I guess we'll go there. The protected area of National Park Ericok was officially established in 2000. It's a 34 square kilometers of natural area located at the northeastern part of Aruba, which contains examples of most of the island's flora and fauna against a backdrop of great geological complexity. Bravo! Bravo for that introduction. That was beautifully written. Hi, cats. Hi, Goonie. Do you want to go for a ride? Sure. Sorry. If you have not seen the Barbie movie yet, I'm just saying it's really funny and I love it. And there's a song in there that's like a freaking bop. And it gets stuck in my head every day. And then I have to play it. And my husband is like, why? It's a good movie. not that I'm the best person to critique movies, because I'm just easily entertained. But I think it's a really good movie. LMAO, that entire movie was a freaking bop. For real. Bunman Beck, hi! Welcome on in. How are you doing today? He's one of those normal brain persons and won't understand us not normal brain persons. Are you calling me abnormal? On fire. Are you calling me abnormal? Because I am. Alright. Yes. No, Bunman Beck, it's so nice to see you. I always love how you come in with like your little bunny emote. I love it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this specific information in a blog about the national park, but... Well, actually, that's a good stat right here. We are proud to state that approximately 20% of the total land area of Aruba is assigned as a national park. Yes! Love it. Okay. By the way, I've been to this national park. When I was there, where we went as a group of people, because I was part of this big group of people, there was not like really good roads. So like it felt like we were off-roading like the whole time out to this beach. But the beach was great. Like 10 out of 10 beach. Okay, and there's like fossils on it was really cool. It was really cool. The rough hills of volcanic Aruba lava formation. I don't think I was over there. Limes with fossilized coral. Yes, that is what I saw. I saw fossilized coral. So I'm going to copy that so I remember to talk about it in the blog. It's not really something that needs to be source or cited, but because I have a picture of one. I saw it with my own two eyes. Let's see here. Sorry, I like to scroll so like what I'm reading next is like way at the tippy top, and I wonder if that annoys other people. Let me put it back down towards the middle. Like, is that a me thing? Is that like something that annoys other people? Or is that like how you guys read too? I don't know. Jamanota Hill? Alright, I'm gonna copy these just because I want to know I have a picture of a hill. And I want to know if I have a picture of one of those hills. Do I have a photo of one of these? A question mark. I do that when I'm reading a long page so I don't lose track, or I hold my finger up to the screen. Yeah, like when you're on your phone, you kind of do like this so you don't lose track. I do that too. One Fire, the more you and I talk, the more I'm like convinced that like we have the same brain. Alright, cultural and historical components. There are a number of sites within the park that attest to the history of Aruba. You know, I totally skipped that part. Hold on. I'm just reading up there really quick. Bays are called bocas. I'm gonna write that down. Bays are called bocas. Home to Conchi. The natural pool. It is an adventure. I don't know if Conchi is what I went to, because I don't know how to take their use of the words natural pool, because to me that doesn't mean like the ocean, which I was definitely at a beach by the ocean. Is this the... What are this? That's what I'm gonna put. What are this? One fire. I'm convinced he might be mildly ADHD, but the reading thing is more of a dyslexic trait for me. Yeah, I know for sure I'm not dyslexic, at least with letters. I did not know that there was a form of dyslexia with numbers until you and I talked about it once, because like I misread numbers all the freaking time. And I'm like, so I wonder if I have that. I'm on the dyscalculia side of things. Oh man. There are a number of sites within the park that attest to the history. Okay, I like this. Oh, the bird image in the park logo is a copy from an image that the First Nations people left. Well, that's kind of cool. Don't need the park management thing. No guest information. There was a visitor center. Why didn't they take me to this? How rude. Anyway, park history. Let's go there. Speaking of numbers, dyslexia, gonna be give me give me not the right numbers on orders? On orders. Like tracking numbers? Or what do you mean? Oh my god, okay, I kind of forgot about that. Alright, you guys know what's going on. Oh, way back in your DQ days? Oh yeah, right. I totally remember those days. So the idea of a national park in Aruba started in the late 60s. Oh. Okay, and then in the 80s a plan was presented, and then a small portion of the plan came to fruition. And then in 1995. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna copy all of this and we will summarize and reword later. But I think that's all very good information. Very good. God, I was such an ass. For some reason, I don't have an angry face emote. I don't know if I have an angry face emote from anybody else either. I'm like looking now. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't have a big collection of emotes available to me because I've limited who I subscribe to now. Yeah, you know, IVF and buying a second place to live is expensive. Anyway, flora and fauna. I don't know if I'd pull any information from this. Okay, there's not really anything on here yet. Alright. Candelabra cactus isn't... I don't know if I said that right. But isn't that actually like a candle? Like one of the like the one from Beauty and the Beast, isn't he called a candelabra? Oh my gosh, Bun Bun, don't worry about it. You washed your yarn and it got tangled? Oh, I'm sorry. That's no fun. Lumiere. Yeah, I know his name is Lumiere, but isn't his candle type a candelabra? I'm not sure. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna make another poll. Uno momento, por favor. We are gonna do another poll on the name of the giraffe. So if you don't know, if you haven't heard already, there was a baby giraffe born in Tennessee on July 31st. It is the only known giraffe to exist that doesn't have spots. And now that the giraffe is about a month old, the zoo is looking for help in naming the giraffe. So let me create this poll. Kipiki, Farali, Shakiri, and Jamila. The zipper to the bag broke. Littlefoot, Keanu leaves. Well, the zoo already has 4 names picked out, so we have to pick between those 4. I'm running the same poll a few times during stream. You're welcome to vote each time. But then I just tally the votes onto this piece of paper, and whichever one has the most votes at the end of stream, I'm going to go on their Facebook page and put our vote under my Imbeccable Images page on the post. There's a baby camel that was named Alexander Camilton. I love that so much. That's amazing. Like, whoever thought of that, bravo. Bravo to them. The objectives of the Aruba National Park Foundation, known as the FPNA, which would be Foundation Park National Aruba. I'm sure it's because it's in Dutch. Because Aruba's a Dutch island. Let's see here. Object. Do they mean objective? They do mean objective. We're just going to copy that. But they definitely mean objective. I don't really need to put that. Okay, let's do mission as well. Oh, drink water. Thank you, Bun Bun. Did y'all know Taco Bell has strawberry lemonade now? I did not Creative Cats, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I am not the target audience for strawberry lemonade. But speaking of strawberries and my dislike of fruit in general, my husband did buy cherries. So I have cherries now too. And I hate cherries. Alright, I think I got everything I'm gonna want from this page. Those charter and purpose. I wonder what governance is. Oh no! Another reason for me to go get some Taco Bell! Oh no, whatever will I do? Such a tough life. Alright. See, I told you it would be in Dutch, and that's why the letters were backwards. It's right there. I am gonna actually just copy and paste that so I can put that in the blog. To be honest, people don't even know what I go through every day, Goonie. Every day. People just don't know. Baja Blast. I do like, or at least I used to like Baja Blast. I haven't been a big fan of Popper soda in a while. I like kind of quit drinking it, and then when you go back and have one, it's it's wild. Let's see here. It's an independent nature conservation foundation which manages a large surface area of Aruba, initially the Arikok National Park, and more recently the Ramsar Site number 198 Spanish Lagoon. Okay. I don't need that. I don't need any that. Okay. It's good for oh. What you putting in the Baja Blast Bun Beck? Tell us. What you mixing in there? Let's see here. Okay, I will put this link in there so that if somebody reads the blog and wants to donate money to the national park, that they can. Attraction, education. Okay, bat monitoring and conservation. Yeah, I want to know what you're mixing that Baja Blast with. Let's see here. I'm just checking on the poll. Okay, so we have one for Kipiki, one for Shakiri, and one for Jamela. Okay, so you know what? We have 0 for Ferrari so far. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be like Ferrari. Like Ferrari. I don't know. Have you guys seen that oh, what is it? It's some girl on TikTok with a car. But she says the name of the car really weird. Oh, Bentley. But she's like Bentley or Bentley or something, like it's really weird. But she's like this attractive woman who's like doing this ASMR video on a Bentley. And so she like goes up to like the hubcaps of the car and she's like Bentley. It's weird. It's really weird. But what cracks me up is like people have reacted to these videos with like their junk cars and they're like Ford F-150, and then they go up to their hubcap and they're like Ford F-150. And I love it. Ferrari. Exactly. I tried the Gordita Crunch box and it's really good. I switched out the chips and cheese for the Cinna Twist though. Ooh. That sounds good. Is it that same girl that makes a ridiculous coffee ASMR videos? No, it's not. It's not the coffee. The one that like will hold like a strawberry and she like slices it in half and she's like strawberry, and then she like empties this like pours out the strawberry or whatever and she goes cream and like puts cream in it and then coffee and then eats it. Are you talking about that girl? Have you seen the guy that mocks her videos? I think it's funny. Oh my god, that's just like Bentley bits now. No, it's not the same girl. I'm pretty sure this is like a commercial that Bentley came up with like in Europe somewhere and it just made its way to TikTok and now everybody's making fun of it. Cause she doesn't even say Bentley like Bentley. She's like there's 3 syllables in it. I don't exactly know how she says it, but it's got 3 syllables. But yeah, it's interesting. Bentley. Bruh. The Gordita Crunch is one of my top 3 go-tos. Swap that crunchy shell for a Dorito shell and I'm in heaven. Call car ads, now I understand why. Oh my goodness. You just had car ads, Bun back? They're listening. Let's see here. Oh. There are 7 different bat species in Aruba. Okay, I did not know that they were divided into insectivores and frugivores. Or is it frugivores? Frugivores? Frugivores. Probably frugivores. Well, first was a fancy deli ad, but then all cars. Yeah, that's probably my fault. OMG, Dorito Gorgita sounds perfecto. um, they are essential species to preserve the biodiversity. I think it's so cool that there are certain plants that only bloom at night. I think that's cool. Yeah, insect-eating bats control insect population. Derpy derpy derp. It's kind of self-explanatory. Participated in bat monitoring workshop held at the park. Okay. I'm just gonna put on my document over here. I had something about the bats. Here it is. Okay, I have those 3 marked down on my tally sheet. Thank you for all who voted on that. What was I gonna put? A bat monitoring workshop. Bat monitoring workshop where they learned how to safely and responsibly monitor captured bats. Goal is to better the bat fauna. So this is mostly for the frugivores. Okay. Where they are researching bats to help ensure that the proper fauna is growing in the park to help with the sustainability of fruit bats. I'll word that again later. But my brain will be like, oh, I got you, girl, later. Yes, I did. I got, those were from an earlier poll. Yep. I get it every single time that I order the CGB. CGC for the GB. Did you count? Yes. Yep. So Shadows, Kipiki, and Creative Cats, your Shakiri, those are from the first poll. I have those on my sheet of paper. So you are all good. Let's see here. Monitoring phases. What phases? There's a tunnel of love there. Oh, I want to put 7 species of bats in my notes. 7 known species. I'm just going to copy this sentence right here. A healthy bat population is crucial for a healthy ecosystem and therefore crucial for Aruba's natural surroundings. There's one fire using that giraffe emote again, which is actually rather fitting right now. I did know that Fun Fact Cheyenne Mountain Zoo has 2 baby leopards. I didn't know their names, Basha and Mango. Those are really cute names. Oh my gosh, Creative Cats, you're so nice. Your shop is so pretty. I think I'll get the elephant one for my sister's birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. Beck, are the leopards available for public viewing now? I know for a while, you know, they were still in like the nursery area where the public couldn't see them yet. They are? Okay. Noted. Alright, Cascabel monitoring. Monitoring. There is a rattlesnake called a Cascabel. Ooh. "40% of all Cascabel deaths are caused by humans." Yeah, but was it human versus snake? Not that you should be that close. I mean, like, don't ever approach wildlife, but you know, sometimes you just come upon wildlife. Right? Basha and Mango. Yeah, I know. I really like the name Mango for a leopard. I think that's really cute. There were sleepy babies on Saturday. I'm so cute. I'll have to go soon. One fire. I'm gonna put you in timeout, boy. But you're right. But you're right. They are often killed with rocks or run over by cars. Okay, if they are killed with rocks, then that tells me it was human versus snake time, and I'm sorry if it's between me and a rattlesnake. I'm killing the rattlesnake. I'm sorry. However, I would never like be like, "Oh, there's a rattlesnake over there. Let's go smash it with a rock." I would never do that. I'm just saying, in a my life on the line kind of situation, the snake's going down. But they're run over by cars. That's just unfortunate. They should have like, they might. I shouldn't say they should because they might already. But I wonder if they have snake crossing signs. You know how like there's deer crossing signs? I wonder if they have snake crossing signs. Alright, why is this unique snake species, not species, but species, maybe that's an actual word. Why is it essential? I question your accuracy at throwing a rock to kill a snake without pissing it off more versus just slowly backing away. I mean, like, if I'm like right next to it when fire, and like I'm literally grabbing the snake behind its head and being like, bap, with the rock. That's what I mean. I fail at throwing shoes at a spider in my house, so yeah, I'm not throwing a rock at a rattlesnake from a distance. 0% chance I see a small snake on the road. Too late, you're already bit. Okay, but like it can only bite me once then, right? Instead of multiple times. You have a bull snake that lives near your work that you named Frank? I vibe with you so much. So we used to have like a little oh, I'm gonna blank on it now. It wasn't like a shrimp, but they kind of, or not really a shrimp, but it kind of looks like a little lobster. And I'm blanking on a crawfish. A crawfish. We had a crawfish that somehow found its way to live outside of our condo back in Denver when I used to have one there. There was like a little pond, okay, like outside of our front door. So I think that's where it lived. But there was a little crawfish that lived outside of our condo, and I named him Jorge. And Jorge met with a tragic end. Very, very tragic end. And then I had a daddy longlegged spider that was on the ceiling of a Verbo in Greece, and the ceiling was so tall that I couldn't reach him. Okay, so I just had to accept this daddy longleg on the ceiling or not sleep in the bed, but the couch wasn't comfy, so I was just like, you need to sleep in the bed, and the daddy longleg is fine all the way up there on the ceiling. He's not gonna get you. It's fine. And I named him George. Frank is not little. No, I imagine not. I've seen bull snakes before. I would imagine he's not little. Little Frankie the Snakey, right? I used to have a tie-dye t-shirt that was like twisted and knotted, and then they put like little eyeballs on it to look like a snake, and he was Jake the Fake Snake. Did I copy that 40% killed by humans? Yes, I did. Okay. Other threats are donkeys. Donkeys. and goats that trample the snakes. They're perceived as being dangerous. Well, they're fucking rattlesnakes, bruh. Yeah, Bun back. Jorge, no. I can tell you how he died if you want to know, but it was really, really, really tragic. I cried. I'm not gonna lie to you, I cried about this little crawfish and how he met his demise. Sometimes I really wonder why Warlock is with me when I cry at everything. Alright, let's see here. The monitoring project. It's optimal habitat, diet, and movements. Okay, we're gonna copy that. There's just a picture of this dude just holding one. No, thank you. I like snakes, but I won't mess with a rattler. No, 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 no. Nope. Okay, reforestation, pilot project. Okay, so nothing much there. National bird count. It's in partnership with the Aruba BirdLife Conservation and support of CBS Central Bureau of Statistics and organizing the National Bird Count 2014. So you're telling me that this website hasn't been updated since before 2014? Is that what I'm understanding here? Alright, I think I got everything I'm gonna get from that tab. So now let me go and make my document a little more pretty. Just a little more pretty. Not a lot more pretty, just a little more. Like, yes, font don't need to be so big. Go back down to 10. And then we're just gonna. Oh my gosh, so many pages. Make that smaller. I didn't realize I copied so much until I like go into here and I'm like, oh. Look at all that. Oh, and I need that link. Hold on. File, reopen, close tab. Escape. And paste. Okay. Without the rest of that stuff. Okay. And now we can do. We can delete this. National Park. We have the notes for that. And then the third blog I would do would be a history of Aruba and its culture. History of Aruba and its culture. Don't know why I capitalized the I. Womp. Oh, and by the way, Goonie, if you are still here, did you see the beautiful thing that I sent you? The very, very beautiful, beautiful thing. And then I hate it. I'm sorry, Goonie. Well, I'm not really sorry, but I'm sorry that it has become such a thing. I'll put it that way. Alright, 1815. Kingdom of Netherlands since 1815. You're weirdos and you have sandwiches. Are you like getting sick as hell of the fold over jokes? I'm really surprised that there's gonna be a command about it. I was fully expecting you to be like, no, and like refund those points for that command. But relations go back to 1634. Okay. But people expect me to hate it now, so it's too late. It's all good. I feel like somebody's breathing on my neck. It was a sequoia. Okay. Aruba has been closely linked with the Netherlands, Curacao, St. Martin, and the other Dutch Caribbean islands in 1634 when Dutch settlers established in the Caribbean. By the way, do y'all say Caribbean or Caribbean? Because I know they're both like technically correct. But which one do you say? I'm gonna put that as a poll. Y'all are gonna think I'm silly, but I'm gonna do it. How do you say Caribbean? Care. Be. In. Oh my god, I'm doing the best that I can. Or. Caribbean. Caribbean. Or Caribbean. Yeah, okay. We'll just do that. You say that thing that's out of your price range? Cha-ching? Okay. Anonymous status in 1986. So it runs its own affairs, but is still a part of the Commonwealth of Netherlands. Right. I don't really want to get into politics and government. Who does want to get into politics and government? Ugh. Largely dependent. No, this is not the kind of stuff that I want, though. One important aspect of Aruba's multicultural society is language. A variety of languages are spoken in Aruba, and most people are multilingual. The two official languages are Dutch and Papiamento, an Afro-Portuguese Creole infused with Spanish, English, and Dutch, and most inhabitants also speak English and Spanish. That makes a lot of sense. And instead of copying that all down manually, I'm just going to copy and paste it. That was a really big font. Okay. Go back down to size 10. Thank you. Carnival, another aspect of culture, is celebrated annually and involves a lot of colors. Learn more about Aruban culture and Carnival. Yes, please. Oh, but not yet. I want to finish this page first. I was just looking at the giraffe names. We're tied right now, guys. It is usually around 82 degrees in Aruba. But the Ministry of Education. Do they have a Ministry of Magic? Right, I guess I will go to the other tab. Oh, except let me copy and paste that link into my document. Just so I can source these things later. Because I am not a plagiarizer. You know the song Womanizer by Britney Spears? If you don't, then learn it. I feel like you could do a parody called Plagiarizer. Plagiarizer, plagiarizer, plagiarizer. I don't copy words, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. You have not lived until you have experienced the spirit of Carnival as it is celebrated in Aruba. Have any of you guys lived? Have any of you guys experienced the spirit of Carnival in Aruba? Because if you have not lived. The 70th edition of the schedule. Ugh. Well, I might not write a blog post on this because I don't feel like I'm gonna get much out of writing about it. So actually, we're just gonna I'll keep those points that I copied and pasted before because I might use them in one of the other two posts. But yeah, without it just being a post apparently completely on this Carnival. I'll just leave it alone. I guess I haven't lived. Me either, Goonie. See, they really don't know what we're going through. Ugh. Alright. Here is a picture of the giraffe, by the way. By the way, you can't see what the fuck I'm doing. One second. Let's go back to this. Here's a picture of the baby giraffe that has 0 spots. Isn't it cute? It's got like the coloring of a deer, and I love it. So this giraffe, this giraffe will have the name of Kipiki, Ferrari, Shakiri, or Jamala soon. I did think it was interesting, Creative Cats. I wonder what your thoughts are on this. That there's not like a poll on their Facebook page, or it doesn't go to a link on their website with a poll. They're just doing it off of people's comments, and there's 9.4 thousand comments on there. So, I don't know how to feel about that. But yeah, that's the little baby with 0 spots. I think there's another picture down here. Yeah. But yeah, I came to this Facebook page from this news article that's right here. And the news article, again, I know I said this earlier, but it really cracks me up. This news article talks about how this is the only known spotless giraffe on the planet. And so that just makes me think about giraffes in space and how an astronaut suit would be made for a giraffe. But, baby. I wonder if it'll lighten in color. Yeah, I don't know. Carabine is how you say it. There's a third option and I didn't even know. But like, seriously, if giraffes are in space, obviously they would need like the oxygen helmet, right? Would the whole neck be covered? Or like, would there just be like an oxygen tube going from like the head all the way down to like the suit that's like on their body? Which begged me to ask the question earlier, can skin be exposed in space or no? Does something bad happen if your skin is exposed in space? I don't know. They have had frogs in space? I did not know that. I knew about the monkey going into space and there was a dog that went to space, I think. But I didn't know about the frogs. Why do they take frogs? Do you know? Alright, let me go back to my Word document. They need to be. You need to be pressurized in space, so that would mean that the neck of the giraffe needs to be covered by a space suit. They spaz out. Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. That sounds like something sad. Sounds like frog torture. They're testing gravity. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Magic School Bus taught me that if you go out as far as Pluto, you'll turn into an ice cube when you're exposed. Well, we have to trust Magic School Bus. Honestly, though, I would trust Magic School Bus. Like, not even kidding. I would trust Magic School Bus. You think that they spaz out? Or you think that we turn into ice cubes? Frogs in space? They probably want to see their life cycle in space. I don't know. I don't know how long a frog typically lives. I'm sure it varies based on type of frog. But I don't know how long a frog typically lives. Okay. So we have notes here for a sustainable or environmentally friendly. I don't like two adverbs in a row. Beach wedding. Betch. Beach wedding. Alright, let's see here. The Caribbean. See, I've said both, but I like Caribbean better. I think it sounds better. I'm not gonna lie. Right. Cloth napkins instead of paper napkins. Using non-disposable plates, cups, and cutlery. I still can't believe this. The average wedding produces 400 pounds of garbage and 63 tons of carbon dioxide. Yeah. Outdoor weddings have increased 13% between 2009 and 2017. Fun fact, between 2009 and 2017, I was married once in that time period. And it was outdoors. The reception was indoors, but the ceremony itself was outdoors. With my 2021 wedding, both ceremony and reception were outside. Hiring a caterer that lets you keep leftover food, yes, and renting suits and bridesmaid dresses. I'll just put here, there are companies that rent out bridal dresses. But we'll see. Using locally sourced food to cut down on gas emissions from transport of ingredients and using locally sourced florals and greens for bouquets. Yes. Although I think about that and I think about like my husband and I, our main home is in Colorado, and I'm like, what would you use for florals and greens? Like in the middle of summer. I don't know. I don't know that much about that stuff. Alright, and then we have that there are seed paper invitations that you can plant the invitation and it will grow flowers. Not blow flowers, what the fuck. Donate decor afterwards and then create eco-friendly favors. Like what? Flower seeds. Reusable mugs. Did that at mine. Let's see here. Glass jarred honey. One fire thinking about your sister's wedding there. 3 examples is probably good enough. Then we have a national park. They have ongoing tasks, yes. Bat monitoring. Okay, I can take out well, I'll leave it in there as their 4 points, but okay, I had some questions in here though, saved somewhere, and I want to look them up. Are cascabels, I'm assuming they are because they're rattlesnakes, but are cascabels venomous? Cascabels are quite venomous. Quite. They're quite venomous. Cascabels are quite venomous. And then... yes, their ideal environment. 20% of the total land area of Aruba is part of the national park. Yes. Okay, Jamanota Hill. We're gonna Google. We are gonna Google Jamanota Hill. Jamanota Hill. No worries, Goonie. Thank you for the lurk. Images. Oh. No. I do not have a picture of that. Okay, oops. What else is on there? Ericock Hill. Ericock Hill. No. Okay. So don't have a picture of those. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that. This is not what they're bocas. Stop! Bocas! Hopefully for Taco Bell. Honestly, I would not doubt it. Alright, natural pool. Natural pool Aruba. Oh. Thank you, Toasty. Here's my water. I did not go to the natural pool. That is not the coastline, the beach that I was on. Okay. So I'm deleting that note from my blog notes. Wasn't until, okay, yep, that's the creation of the parks. That's the foundation's object. Okay, I should pull up the pictures that I have and look up the locations, like what they're called. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take ya to Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama. I like that song. this folder. Okay, do you guys want to see something totally chaotic though? Here, 1 second. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. Maybe. Why isn't it showing me preview as an option? There we go. Okay. Ooh, chaos. This is the back seat of a tiny, tiny rental car that we had in Aruba. So there's a little toddler kid head there in the bottom right-hand corner of this picture. I don't remember any of these people's names except for the guy on the left with the, like, he's trying to cross his eyes. That's Cootie. And I only remember his name. But yeah, so the guy way in the back with, like, the fedora, he's in the trunk. And then these 3 people and the toddler are in the back seat. Nobody's buckled in. The toddler is standing on the floor. Then 1 second. Let me pull this one up. The guy who was my brother-in-law at the time is driving the vehicle. And then, let me see if I can get this up here. This is my sister and I in the front seat. Yeah. So we were not very safe while we were there. Also, everybody in this vehicle except for my sister had been drinking, and the only reason she wasn't is because she was 7 months pregnant at the time. So that's fun. Alright, let me find the national park pictures. Here are the wedding pictures. Whoa! Look at my screen going wobbity wobbity wob. Is that for me tapping through the pictures? It probably is. The default. She wasn't the DD though, my brother-in-law was. I don't know why she didn't drive us around, because she was sober. Because my brother-in-law definitely was not. She just sat on my lap in the passenger seat. It does click every time I look at a picture, even though I'm only sharing the pages screen. That's weird. It's really weird. Oh. I'm getting distracted as I look for the pictures that I'm looking for. But look at the tiny crabs. The littlest, tiniest little crabs. I was amazed at how small they were, so I had to get a picture of them in my hand so like you could see like how little they were. Ah, I know, they're so small. So cute. Like, I didn't know they could be that small. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, back to hunting for the national park pictures. I don't know why it does that every time I look at a new picture, so I'm sorry. Here, no, we're just gonna go to the screen so that I don't, like, give somebody a headache or something while I'm clicking through these. Because that's crazy. Like, I'm just sharing the Word document page, and, like, I'm in a different window looking through pictures, and it just goes, like, boom, 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 boom. It was, yeah, just raving, yeah, like, I don't know why. Yeah, tiny babies. I know. Alright, I think these are all gonna be wedding pictures. We are getting there. Alright. Let me see what the best way to share this is. Maybe like this? How do I know what fucking picture I'm on? Okay, we're gonna do that. Have to find it. This. Voila. Okay. So this might be one of the hills, but I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna use this picture and claim it's one of the hills since I don't know. The one really looked like a mountain kind of hill, and I was not near that, so I know it wasn't that one, but it could be Aircock Hill, but I just don't think it really is. Well, there's a couple of goats on top of the hill. To go sideways, okay. Ooh, it's thinking. There we go. So here is a fossilized coral. So I will include that one. So I'm just gonna write these down because that'll be easier for me than going back and forth. So DSC 0016 coral fossil. Okay. There's another one. So this is the cliffside of the beach. So I have to figure out what beach I was on. More coral. But it was definitely very horseshoe shaped. Here, we're gonna go back to Google. Map of Aircock National Park. Okay, so Cerro means hill. Good to know. I have no idea what loop we took. I was just looking at that map over there. That's just a full map of Aruba. No visitor center. What are these up here? Let's go with these numbers. Not a natural pool. Los Playa is the beach. Okay. Boca Prince, that's a bay. Boca is bay, we just learned that. This is San Fuego entrance. Fuego means fire, doesn't it? Oh, that's the entrance into the park. I got it. Okay. Yes, fuego means fire. Okay. Thank you. Dos Playa Aircock Aruba. No. Well, maybe. I don't. There wasn't this middle piece of land. That's what's throwing me off. Is this there being two beaches? Like there could have been, and I didn't know there was two beaches. Where did we go? Boca Prince. Let's look that up. Boca. Prince. This looks more okay. This looks more like where I was at. Yeah, because I would go up on these cliff tops. Yeah, Boca Prince. Okay. Beach was Boca Prince. So if we know Boca means bay is Prince. Prince meaning Prince. Lammy. I feel a little smart sometimes, guys. I don't. Here it is. Let's go back to this. What did I do? I don't think I did anything. Okay, it's just thinking of the picture. I'm like, what did I do? Did I break it? I'm always thinking I'm breaking shit. Okay, we're cliffside. Ooh, look at that heavy editing that Becca did years ago. Oofta. Like, look how much better the raw picture looks. Yikes. You can tell though that my lens had like spots on it. So it's back when I used a Nikon D50 that was gifted to me. By the same man who gifted me 6 lenses and an enlarger and all sorts of darkroom equipment. So I call him my fairy godfather now. That could be one of the hills. Do I know? No. Could I figure it out? Maybe. Hold on. Where's that map? Boca Prince is number 6. That hill would be Cerro Caballi. Boom. Me using big brain. And that was image. Here, let me write down Cerro Caballi. The color aspect of the wave one. Is it with the old editing? I do like where I was going with it. I just overdid it. Is all. Back then. 0037. Okay. Cerro Caballi is the hill in the middle there. I'm just getting pictures that I want to include in the blog. Thank you, Funwinbeck. I appreciate it. It's just a little much for me now, I think. But I'm glad you like it. I appreciate it. This is me being cliche and writing Aruba in the sand. Oh look, there's me. Skip. There's my pregnant sister. More cliff signs. Sorry, I have a message from me hubby. People surfing. These are all people that I was there with. Like, the only people at this beach were me and the people that I went there with. Which were a bunch of people that were going to that wedding that I went to in Aruba. Don't remember either of their names. I might still be Facebook friends with some of these people, so I could probably go look. But honestly, I'm not gonna put them in the blog, so it's okay. Okay, now I went up to that cliff top. I never noticed that there's like this person off to the right here just like in the water. You know what? That does have the thing on there. So dos playa. Or dos. Where are they different on the map? This dos playa and Boca Prince. Four. And Boca Prince is over there. Alright, I'll have to look more into which one it was between those two. Because now that I'm looking at these pictures from up there, I'm like, oh, maybe that is that middle piece of land that goes out. I'll have to look. He's about to cliff jump. I did not cliff jump. I am not a strong enough swimmer. And my eardrums cannot go into deep water, so I did not cliff jump. I don't know how he didn't lose his hat, though. Like, some people are just blessed, I guess. Okay, but see, it's not really... I'm getting confused now. Because in some pictures, it looks like there could be a beach over there. Okay, I got a picture of the things further out in that picture. Okay. So maybe that is where the natural pool is, right there. Where is the natural pool? Hold on. Does it say on here? No.
If memories are a movie, Monster Cat Instinct provides the soundtrack. We supply brand new electronic, dance, house, and melodic music each week to keep the party going.
Well, that's like in the middle
From
of
the
the land.
festival grounds to unforgettable nights,
So that would not be it.
is where connections are made and where inspiration strikes.
Oh, but you know what I just realized? It could be Dos Playa, because that's just the beach. But specifically the water right there is the Boca Prince. I want to see more of this. What do you look like from a distance? I think that is what I have a picture of. Like, I think this in the distance. No. I guess it is more surrounded. Alright. Believe it. They're just tide pools. So I could put tide pools. Tide pools 106. Zero 0106. And then more surfing people. I have no idea where this dog came from in that picture. I was the whitest person in that picture. We start over. I'm gonna start it over. Yeah, we got to the end. Okay. Let me see in the other folder. This is... I think we were... That's a lighthouse. We were in this one. Okay. Let me go back. Close that up. I wanted to look at... Where did it go? I think it was on that other map. Boca Putri. Is this the other side of that thing? There's not a lot of pictures of that, so I guess that will remain an unknown. Let's see. Go back to... I keep finding, like... I washed my hair this morning, and I have, like, one of those heads of hair that, like, I shed a lot. And I keep finding individual hairs to pull out of my head of hair. I have a lot of hair. Right, I think I need a tiebreaker poll. So let me create that really quick, because we have a tie between Kipiki and Shikiri. So let's help name the baby giraffe. Maybe between Kipiki and Shikiri. And this time I'm going to allow additional votes. I did put a price on it. So if you could please vote in that poll and help break the tie between Kipiki, and Shikiri, so that I can put our vote on their Facebook page. And then let me go back to my notes. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we can start doing an outline. I haven't done an outline in forever, but I like doing them. Alright, so we can do disposable versus reusable. Napkins. Cloth napkins get trampled into the sand, which can cause complications and or death of crabs and other sand dwelling creatures. And then, or not cloth napkins, I meant paper napkins. Paper napkins. Also, all of this doesn't need to be bolded, okay? Like, cloth, sorry, paper napkins can easily get blown into the ocean water or on the ground in general, littering the ocean and or ground. Sorry, 1 second. My husband was pointing out that we never got meat out of the freezer last night. So he's like, should I pick something up? And I'm like, sure. Okay, and then cloth napkins. Let's see here. Paper napkins add to the waste in a landfill. Cloth napkins as a one-time use product. Cloth napkins are multi-use. And actually I should do paper napkins. Get trampled. Easily blown into the ocean, and to the waste. Boop, boop, boop. Cloth napkins. Not easily blown into the ocean water and or ground. Made of cloth, which is biodegradable. Put a question mark. I mean, I guess those paper napkins. Put a question mark on that one too. What else is I gonna put? Multi-use, so does not go to land. Fill until completely worn. Okay, so we can delete those. We can delete the napkin part. I did not get to the plates and stuff. There we go. I feel like there's like a general term for like plates, bowls, cups. Is it dinnerware? Sure. Cutlery is like silverware though, right? Like fork, spoon, knife, spork. But like with plates and cups. Like I don't know if cutlery includes plates and cups is my point. It could, but I don't think it does. Question mark? Okay, again, easily get blown into the ocean water or on the ground. I should put a dash there. Although I don't really need that anyway, do I? Add to the waste. And I'll land. Fill as a one-time use product. Styrofoam does not break down well. Hard plastic does not break down well. Like plastic forks, knives, things like that. And then actually let's go to I guess non-disposable. I don't know how else to put it. Non-disposable plates, cups, and cutlery. Items get washed instead of thrown out, which cuts down on waste going to the landfill. Items are multi-use, increasing, well, and therefore have a longer lifespan than single-use product. And not all of this might go into the blog. I'm just trying to get all the thoughts out on paper in an organized method. With the exception of cups, do not get blown away into the ocean and or ground. Because we all know an empty cup can go flying no matter what it's made out of. Okay. Looks like Shakiri is winning so far with just a little tiny bit of time left on that pole. We'll do... waste statistics. Average wedding produces 400 pounds of garbage. Or here, we should put average. Oh no. You tied it up again. Kipaki and Shakiri. You know, we're just gonna vote for both of them then. Why not? We've done it twice. We came to a tie both times. What are they gonna do? Yell at me? Nope. I had my stream community vote, and we have tied twice between the Kipaki and Shakiri. And I'm just putting the giraffe as adorable. Okay. There we go. It's officially on there, folks. Put it on the Facebook page. Alright. Back to pages. Let's see here. Actually, I'll just put average. Wedding produces 400 pounds of garbage. Why aren't you doing the thing? Because I messed up the tabbing. I probably messed up the tabbing. I do that. Yoink. Okay. Average wedding produces 63 tons of carbon dioxide. Why I capitalize that? I don't know. Just go with it. I'm just putting source. But this was actually from the Green Bride Guide by Kate Harrison. Because they sourced that. So I'll point it back to the original source. And we'll go bloop. We will do sourced items. Renting suit or renting clothing. The male wedding industry is well known for suit rentals. Suit rentals allow an outfit to get more than one use in its life. Multi-use rental outfits mean less cloth is going to waste. Putting a question mark there because I don't know if waste is the right word. I don't want to piss off the entire wedding industry, you know. Let's see here. I'm just gonna finish the outline here for this wedding part, and then I'll be done. The female femme. We'll put femme. Femme and mask. The femme mask, not mask. Mask. Wedding industry is well known for one-use dresses. Majority of dresses are worn once and then either thrown out or donated. Multi-use rental outfits mean less cloth is going to waste. Question mark. Okay. And then food. Hire a caterer that lets you keep leftover food. Got that point in there. And then use locally sourced food to cut down, or use locally sourced food. Cuts down on gas emissions. Supports local markets. Let's see, and then I think that's it for food. Let's do source for this one. Copy that up there. And then boom boom. One more. Floral. Use locally sourced florals and greens. Hi Warlock, thank you for the drink water. Appreciate it. This also cuts down on gas emissions, supports local markets, and then source, same source. And then I would also put find a florist that works with the scraps. Flower petals can be used, or that fall off. Trimmed off can be used for flower girl, boy, flower person. You're listening while you're picking up dinner. Thank you, Warlock. Stems. question mark. I need to look into stems and what you could use, what you could repurpose stems to. Okay, can do it. Stationery. Stationery. Paper stationery is, or paper stationery majority of the time is thrown out, recycled. One-time use. Or you could do seed paper invitations. Guests can plant and invitation will grow into beautiful plants. Which would mean it's compostable. Source is Botanical Paperworks. And then we have, we'll put that in general. Favors, utilize eco-friendly favors. Actually, I'm gonna put eco-friendly favors because I have this thing where I was taught to never put something as a subcategory in an outline if you didn't have more than one. so flower, seeds, reusable mugs, glass jarred honey. That's what I have there, and I wrote that, so that's not from that source. Okay, and then last but not least, as part for general information, outdoor weddings increased 13% between 2009 and 2017. I'm going to put in parentheses, is there another stat up to 2022? Source. This one's going to have a single one, but that's just because I'm putting a source in there. Okay. And then point B, donating wedding items, decor, clothing, floral arrangements, shoes, food. Okay. Well, looks like I have a pretty good outline for that one blog post for environmentally friendly beach weddings. So I will save that and I will work on an actual blog post off stream. And I think I'm gonna call it. Normally I only stream until 6:30. I didn't realize it was already 7. My bad. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight as we got this information together to write these 2 blogs. One on an environmentally friendly beach wedding and a second on that Aruba National Park. I really appreciate you hanging out. I hope you enjoyed looking at the few pictures that I brought up of Aruba as we were looking through things and just looking through the sources with me. And I hope you had a little bit of fun with those polls of, you know, getting us to vote for the name of that baby giraffe at the zoo in Tennessee. The spotless baby giraffe, which I think is really cool. That would be probably a once-in-a-lifetime thing to go see, so if you're gonna go to Tennessee, go see the giraffe. I will put the link in my Discord for the zoo as well. Yeah, but I appreciate you all being here. We are going to raid out per tradition. We are going to raid out to Goonie B. Goonie Bee is a dear friend of ours, so that's kind of why it's a tradition around here. And I give him 110% credit for getting me into streaming, so yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Goonie B. He is actually gonna be streaming Spiritfarer tonight. He's been on a Breath of the Wild streak lately, but he's taking a break from that today and Thursday to play Spiritfarer. He will be playing Breath of the Wild tomorrow, though. But yeah, so we're gonna go watch him begin the journey on Spiritfarer. I will be streaming again on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time. I do have a travel review ready to go. We are actually going to be doing a review of Amsterdam. So I hope to see you there. If you can't make it, I totally understand. I always keep the VODs up on my profile, just so you know if you want to catch up on that later. So again, I will be streaming on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. I'll be doing a travel review of Amsterdam. That is the Amsterdam in Holland. Not New Amsterdam, Colorado. And then Saturday I will be doing a crafting and coffee stream again, where I'm hoping to finish this beautiful coloring page that we had started last weekend. But yeah, schedule's up on my Discord. If you want to join that community, cool. If not, I totally get it, because I used to join every Discord under the sun and it got to be too much for me. So I totally understand. But yeah, so let's raid out Goonie. Again, I hope to see you next time, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening and a wonderful Wednesday. Alright, thank you guys so much.
I can get to you. You're tough for me and get under my skin. I'm paralyzed by your eyes, by your eyes, by your eyes. And I think that I'm right, that I'm right, that I'm right. But you were always on my mind.